I'm Havisha, studying class 7 CBSE NCERT syllabus. I have created this YouTube channel to share what I have learned because as you teach, you learn. So please support my new venture. Welcome to Science Online class. Now let us see Chapter 1 Nutrition in Plants. This is the part 1 video. Now let us see about nutrients. What are nutrients? Substances in food that our body needs to function properly throughout the day. Now let's see the essential nutrients. Carbohydrates, fat, water, protein, vitamins and minerals. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body. Now let us see the modes of nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Auto means self and troph means nutrition. Thus autotrophic nutrition means self-nutrition. It can be defined as type of nutrition in which an organism synthesizes its own food from the simple inorganic materials like carbon dioxide and water. For example, green plants and autotrophic bacteria. Now let's see about heterotrophic mode of nutrition. The word hetero means other and troph means nutrition, which means nutrition obtained from others. Heterotrophic nutrition can be defined as a mode of nutrition in which an organism cannot make its own food from simple inorganic materials and depends on other organisms for its food. For example, all animals, bacteria and fungi. We have seen about autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Now let us see about autotrophs and heterotrophs. What are autotrophs? Organisms that synthesize its own food are called autotrophs. For example, I have given a picture of a green plant. Heterotrophs. Organisms that cannot make its own food are called heterotrophs. For example, fungi. Now let us see about cells. What are buildings made up of? Bricks. Likewise, the bodies of living organisms are made up of tiny units called cells. Cells can be seen by a naked eyes? No, cells can be only seen by a device called microscope. Some organisms are made of only one cell. The cell is enclosed by a thin outer boundary called cell membrane. Most cells have a distinct, centrally located structure called the nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like substance called cytoplasm. We have seen about autotrophs and autotrophic nutrition. Now let us see how autotrophs make its own food. Autotrophs make its own food by photosynthesis process. What is photosynthesis? Plants make their own food by photosynthesis. This process is a chemical reaction that uses light energy. The word photosynthesis comes from the Greek language. Photo means light, synthesis means putting together. What do green plants put together to make their own food? Water, sunlight, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. Where do photosynthesis process take place? It takes place in leaves, so that leaves are called food factories of plants. Now let us see in brief about photosynthesis. Water and minerals are absorbed by roots from the soil and are transported to the leaves by the vessels. What are vessels? Vessels are pipe-like structures that run throughout the plant. Carbon dioxide from air is taken in through the tiny pore called stomata. What is stomata? The tiny pore under the leaf is called stomata. The leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll. It helps to capture the sunlight. In this process, sunlight acts as a source of energy. Now let's see how plants synthesize its own food. The simplest food synthesized by the plant by photosynthesis is a simple carbohydrate called glucose. Many glucose units join together to form starch. The presence of starch in leaf indicates the occurrence of photosynthesis. The starch is also a carbohydrate. Now let us see the equation of photosynthesis. The word equation of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, gives out glucose and oxygen. The chemical equation for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide CO2 plus water H2O in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, gives out C6H12O6, that is glucose, plus oxygen, that is O2. Now let us see the sections of a leaf. In a leaf, chlorophyll is present in the cell. Can you see a tiny pore over there? That is stomata. Stomata is surrounded by a bean-shaped structure called guard cell. The guard cell is surrounded by accessory cells. Opening and closing of stomata. Stomata is open at daytime so that sunlight and carbon dioxide will enter continuously through it. So that stomata remain closed at night time. The opening stage and closing stage of stomata. Do you know? Beside leaves, photosynthesis also takes place in other green parts of the plant. That is, photosynthesis also takes place in green stems and green branches. The desert plants have scale or spine-like leaves. Why they have these leaves? Because to reduce the loss of water by transpiration. What is transpiration? Water loss from leaves. Then how these desert plants do photosynthesis process? They have green stems that do photosynthesis process. Hope you understood about autotrophic nutrition. In the next class, we will see about heterotrophic nutrition. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.